welcome to my channel. This is Gamer Dom and the test server is back up. This is the 1.0.2 test server. And what's in that, I hear you asked? Dom, what's in that, she says. Well, there's a couple of interesting bits and bobs. So primarily, the thing that will get most people excited is the introduction of these two new Tier 10 Russian tanks. There's the K91, the medium tank, which follows down the Object 430 version 2 line. It currently doesn't go anywhere, and also the successor to what was it, the i7 used to be here following the T10, so now there is the Object 277. Those are the two main things in this patch, or this current iteration of the test server. There's also the nerfing of the Object 268 version 4, so I'll be looking at the stats there. There's various changes to the customization interface, so we'll have to have a look at that in a minute. Changes to a number of maps, Klondike for grand battles, and 9 other maps, so Malinovka, Runeberg, Erlenberg, Cliff, Abbey, Sand River, Fjords, Mountain Pass and Tundra have all had some kind of changes made to them. So pretty full on. Let's have a look at some of the tanks though. That's what we're all here for. So first up, let's have a look at the Object 277. This is the new Tier 10 Russian heavy tank. Follows on from the T10, and by the very nature of the fact they replaced the IS-7 and said that what they wanted to do was have tanks in lines that kind of reflected the characteristics of the entire line. The T10 is a very mobile heavy tank, more like a medium in many ways, so one would assume the Object 277 is also very mobile, and it appears it is. 55-ton vehicle with a 950 engine power, 17.27 power ratio. Bear in mind this is just out of the box, I haven't even got a crew in this. This is just standard. 17.27 for a heavy tank is not bad. 55 kph top speed, 15 in reverse, 33.38 traverse speed. Not bad at all. While we're here, viewing range 400 meters for a Russian tank. What is going on? Blimey, it's got eyes. It's got eyes. Let's have a look at its gun. So it has the 130mm M65 gun, 5.22 rounds per minute, which is okay. 265 standard penetration, which is okay, I guess. Nothing special. 350 with it fires APCR, so it doesn't even fire heat. Fires APCR for 350, which is actually very good pen. 490 average damage is pretty punchy. 0.35 dispersion is actually not bad either for a Russian heavy, and 2.5 aim time, likewise pretty good for a Russian heavy. So here we go. That gives us a DPM, stock DPM. Remember, it doesn't have anything, no equipment on this or any crewing. It's given me 2,666 damage per minute, which is actually very, very tasty. Gun depression, a rather depressing 5.5 only, which is, yeah, nothing special. Turret traverse isn't too bad, 27.12, so that's all okay. So it looks to have quite a good boomstick. And it seems to have a bit of mobility. What about survivability? Well, you're paying for a little bit of that mobility with the hull armor only being 140. It's quite well angled, maybe. 112 on the side and 50 on the rear. Don't look like you've got any of those magical V-shaped hulls on this one either. Turret armor 290, which is okay. It's very nicely rounded because it's a very pretty looking tank actually. Quite like the look of this thing. 224 on the side and 80 on the rear. So yeah, looks like it should be quite mobile. Only one way to find out. Let's take it out. Okay, so before we do that, I've pimped it out. I've got gun rammer, obviously vertical stabilizers, and Improved ventilations. I've got a reasonably good crew, sort of crew you'd expect to have at this sort of tier. Just starting its third skill, got brothers in arms on it. So what does that do to all the stats? So DPM is now over 3,000, aim time of 2.29, dispersion of 3.2. Very, very nice indeed. So mobility hasn't really improved, but I don't think that does anyway with those sort of things. But you can see we've improved this no end already, and it's time to see what it can actually do. First game on the test server. There's 2, 4, 6, 8 on the enemy team. There are about the same number on my team of these new Russian heavies. I shouldn't be surprised. The shame is that we won't actually really be able to see them in full effect, because I really want to see them going up against heavily armed tanks. But you can see we're away quite quickly. This is a heavy tank, remember, it's moving relatively well. I do have standard graphics on this because it doesn't seem to run as well. There's a ship on over there. There's that gun. Testing out the turret armor a bit here. Yep, I've got a good turret, you have. Just keep flagging out there. Commander's hatch is fairly easy to pen. Come on, try that again if you think you're hard enough. We're losing everywhere. Oh, we've got a team killer, which doesn't help. I can feel it this tank. Problem with these tiered games, these sort of games, you get players who just aren't used to play. Look at this, 2-7. We're losing. 2-8. Get that right at all. I'll have some around my Jaxie in a minute, which is a shame because I'd like to try this out a bit more. It feels really nice. Blocked his shell there. Yeah, I can't do anything about this. I've got too many on me. There we go. Oh well. I like the gun. I like the gun handling. I think the turret is bouncy. I like the mobility of it. I've had no premium there at all, and was able to aim at cupolas and all sorts of things. Yeah, but quite fun. First impressions, thumbs up from me. Like the look of that, looks fun. So obviously a defeat there, but as I say, I just enjoyed the gun handling was fun. Nearly 2,000 damage, only 212 base XP. 8 shots, 8 hits, 4 penetrations. Blocked 3,000. Oh, sorry, 2,000. God, bloody hell. Blocked 1,370 on my turret. End up losing money, even though I didn't fire any premium at all, which is slightly concerning. And 212 XP. So yeah, odd that I lost money on that, but it does seem to be quite a lot of fun. Let's see if we can get another game. 9-a-side Object 277s is obviously a very popular tank. It will be, because it's the test server. It's a brand new Russian heavy tank, and it's full of Russians playing it. It's mines. I mean, we're all the same speed, so I don't know. I'm tempted to make a play for the hill. There's going to be a big traffic jam here. Die. Here, really. Ah, he got me. Thought he'd fired. Damnation. Well, you can see with a bit of angling you can actually get away with a few shots. I like the gun. Gun is fun. Gun is fun. And it's got that little bit of mobility which makes this tank awesome. The sort of thing I love to play. Really, really like. I don't want to see that one, I want to see that one. Look at the gun handling. Absolutely wonderful. It looks like we got him. Looks like we got him. What a mess that was around there. But that was great. And also got to see the nerfed 268. I managed to plant a regular round. Only fired regular. Didn't need any premium. Everyone's fired premium. Me, but only fired regular shells. And a regular shell went onto the lower plate of that 268 version 4 and penned easily. Just love the speed of this thing. This is a terrific heavy. In my book, this, if you, as I said before, if you like speedy heavy tanks with a good gun, don't have to, not too much about armour. Got a good turret, because I blocked Jaegeroos firing heat off the turret of this thing. But in terms of the turret, absolutely fantastic. The rest of it, not so good armor wise, but then you use the mobility, you get into positions, you get side scraping. Yeah, really impressive. Really like this tank a lot. Finished up with third class only and fire for effect. What's that, 5th on the team? 2,786 damage, 840 base XP, fired 8 shots, hit with all 8, penned with 6. Took 7 hits myself, 4 penned, including the kill shot, and bounced 3, so 1,400 blocked. So there were some pretty big guns firing at me there. What did I block? Well, actually they were all the same as me, 130mm. Ended up losing rounds though, losing money on that, 5,000 credits lost. I would have made 5,000, no, what's that, 9,000 if I'd been running premium. They don't give you premium on the test server. And 8 bonds, which is nice, 840 XP, would have been 1,260 with a premium account. So, to wrap it up, first impressions of this tank is very impressive. It looks nice. It plays nice. As I said, if you like, the caveat is if you like your heavy tanks of the fast moving variety, this thing is fantastic. It's got a good gun, really good gun. That 130mm with the accuracy it actually can achieve. What's my accuracy now? Yeah, look at that, 0.32 accuracy. And aim time of 2.29, very nice, and 3,000 DPM is actually pretty good. And you can see I'm only on my 3rd skill with this crew. They're not the best, they're pretty reasonable for this sort of tier tank. 2,200 hit points is pretty reasonable as well, so you know it blocks shells, and I found, you know, a bit of side scraping, the tracks eke a fair bit. I'm really impressed with this heavy, as you can probably tell, and I will be grinding my T10 to try and get up as high as I can, so that I can buy this one as soon as it comes into the real game. Now, caveat, obviously, this is the test server. They do amend the stats, so this may not be the actual production model, so to speak. But at the moment, very good indeed. And I would urge you to go and have a try on the test server, see what you think. Anyway, I hope you found this useful and interesting. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun, try not to take it too seriously, and I'll see you again soon. This is GamerDom, signing out.